In today's competitive market, plumbers and mechanical contractors must find time-saving and cost-saving measures and solutions to stay profitable and competitive. And we recently looked at the Milwaukee M18 ProLogic press tool. We wanted to see what the return on investment was and what the time and cost savings was in the hands of a plumber. People ask, well, what is press tools and press crimpings and press technology? Well, press connect joining takes advantage of copper's excellent malleability and its proven increased strength when worked cold. See, the joints rely on the sealing capability of a special fitting that contains an elastomeric gasket or seal inside the fitting, which requires a press tool with special jaws to make that fitting. You know, press joining technology has been around since the 50s in Europe and took off probably in the United States, or started to take off in the 90s, maybe mid-90s. And since then it's been gaining popularity and growing with plumbers. And a lot of the rave is around the speed and the excellent results that press technology, these press tools are offering these plumbers. So we took our press tool and we put it in the hands of our Concord Carpenter plumber, on-staff plumber, Scott Robillard, and we asked him what he thought about speed and efficiency.
I love the Milwaukee press tools. They do nothing but make me money. I'm faster, more efficient. I'm probably more than twice as fast, which is a huge asset to my company.
So arguably, you're at least 50% faster. Scott says twice as fast. That's impressive, but you know, what other benefits do the press tool technology bring? How about when you're working with acetylene or MAP gas type open flames in 180-year-old houses here in the Northeast or anywhere for that matter? What type of benefits do we get from press tools then?
As a business owner, the press tool reduces my liability for many reasons. One in particular, for example, instead of soldering inside a small wood cavity that could potentially catch on fire, press tool doesn't allow that. We press it, there's no soldering, no flame, it's fast, quick, safe, and there is no liability.
Thanks, Scott. I have to tell you, reducing liability is not only important to a plumber, but also to a general contractor like myself. We pay huge money for our liability insurance, and you do not want to make a claim. But Scott, how about speed? What does it do for your service calls and prepping on a call, or maybe hot water heater changeouts or stuff? How does it allow you to get more work done so you can make more money?
The ProPress tool is so versatile for my company. I have one in every vehicle. It is so easy for us now to go into a quick service call and get in and out instead of dragging in our solder equipment, our solder box, prepping everything. We bring in our press tool, our press fittings, and we're in and out of jobs, and we're able to move on to the next.
You know, I have to say that out of some of the tools that Milwaukee makes, the press tool is probably up there as far as cost. It's one of the most expensive tools that I know of. And frankly, it's the first thing that a lot of contractors bring up when you start talking about press technology. It's expensive. But what about the return on investment? What does Scott have to say about that?
Other plumbing contractors have called me nuts for buying a ProPress tool with the expense that is incurred. However, I think the opposite. I think they're nuts for not putting ProPress in their trucks. It's an unbelievable tool, makes its money back, it pays for itself so fast, and then after that, you're just making money with the speed.
Scott, I've never called you nuts. Crazy, yes. Nuts, no. But yeah, okay, it's an expensive tool, and I get that, but I also get return on investment. As a business owner, any tool that allows me to do something safer, more effective, and faster, and get twice as much of the work done, or even 50% more of the work done, is cost savings and makes up the money over time. And if you're not thinking about that, you're not thinking proper and making proper business decisions. So yes, great return on investment, great investment. And let's talk a little bit about innovation. You know, the tool is 8 pounds, 16.8 inches long. It has this nice inline design, one-handed operation. You can open and close the jaws at one hand. That allows you to get up into joist bays and different places like that. But also the tool is smart, and it works with all their red link technology where the tool monitors the 7,200 pounds of pressing force, and it lets you know whether the press fitting was sealed properly or not, with just a green and a red light and a sound. So the tool does all the work for you. It's easy. It gives you really well fitted fittings that are leak free. And by the way, you don't have to drain and dry your system. You can work on the system, you drain it and work on it wet. It's faster and more efficient. But there's a hidden benefit to this tool that we haven't even discussed yet. You know, yes, it's faster and it does the job more efficiently, but what about our health? What about tools that allow us to do our job better today than we've done in years past without injury? Let's hear what Scott has to say about that.
In plumbing, we do a lot of repetitive tasks. Those tasks put a lot of wear and tear on our body. The ProPress tool and the tubing cutter do a lot to prevent that from happening.
Hey, thanks, Scott. I appreciate the feedback. You know, as a general contractor and a carpenter, I can appreciate the work that plumbers do. They have a hard job, and they deal with a lot of different types of systems. The closest I get to plumbing, pipe clamps. Thanks to my brother, I get lots of pipe clamps. But look, the M18 Force Logic tool, quick, safe, and a reliable way to join copper. It ensures a proven, a reliable, and a watertight seal. If you're not thinking about your investment in your company and what this tool can do for you, you're not thinking properly. I'm Rob Robillard, and we'll see you next time we take a look at a tool.